Hello everyone, my name is Mubeen Wala. I am a level 1 student at Rehan College and I belong to Turbat, Balochistan. Welcome to another exciting interview with ChatGPT. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, the power of positive thinking. How to reframe your mindset. Our thoughts shape the way we see the world and the way we respond to challenges in this interview. We will learn how positive thinking can improve our confidence, reduce stress, help us overcome difficulties and create a happier and more successful life. So let's begin the interview. So my first question is to ChatGPT. What is positive thinking and why is it important?
Positive thinking means focusing on constructive possibilities rather than automatically dwelling on worst case outcomes. It's not about pretending problems don't exist, it's more about choosing interpretations that keep you solutions focused and resilient. When you practice this, you train your attention to notice what you can do. That shift can lower stress, help you recover faster from setbacks, and boost confidence because you're less stuck on self defeating thoughts like, I can't or it'll never work. Instead, you ask, what's the next helpful step? That doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means engaging with reality in a way that helps you move forward rather than freeze. That's why it's important. It's like mental hygiene, you know? It keeps your thinking cleaner, more flexible, and more resilient when life gets complicated.
What does it mean to reframe your mindset?
To reframe your mindset means you deliberately change the lens through which you interpret an event. Say something goes wrong, instead of concluding, this always happens to me, you might reframe it as, okay, what's this teaching me? Or what can I control right now? That shift changes your emotion and your options. Reframing doesn't fake optimism, it reorders the meaning you attach to events so you can respond more effectively instead of reacting on autopilot.
How can positive thinking change our daily life?
Positive thinking can change daily life in small but powerful ways. For example, when you approach tasks with a can do attitude, you're more likely to notice steps you can take instead of getting stuck on why something won't work. That often leads to better follow through, whether you're studying, working, or handling chores. It can also improve how you talk to people, making your tone calmer and more constructive, which tends to reduce friction and misunderstandings. And when stress pops up, that mindset gives you a habit of pausing, breathing, and looking for a realistic next step rather than spiraling. Over time, those tiny shifts stack up into a noticeably smoother, more confident day to day.
Why do some people focus more on negative thoughts?
Some people lean negative because the mind has a built in negativity bias. Our brains pay extra attention to threats and bad news because that's how we stay safe. But in modern life, that same bias can overplay small problems. If someone is tired, stressed, or doesn't feel in control, negativity can get louder. Habits and environment matter. Constant bad news feeds the bias. The good news is awareness helps. When you notice the slide into negative focus, you can gently pause, name it, and ask, what's a fair or more helpful way to see this? That simple check can break the loop and move you back toward balance.
How can we replace negative thoughts with positive ones?
Start by noticing the negative thought without arguing with it first. Just catch it, like, that's the worried voice. Then ask a calm question, such as, is this 100% true? Or is there another angle? Then try a more balanced statement, like, this is hard, but I can handle the next step. If that feels fake, make it smaller and more believable. Like, I'll just try for 5 minutes. With practice, those small, believable shifts slowly build a default tone that's kinder and more resilient.
Can positive thinking help us handle stress and pressure? And how?
Yes, it can. Not by erasing stress, but by changing your response. Instead of treating pressure as pure danger, you can frame it as a signal, like, my body is gearing up. Then focus on controllables, the one action you can do next. Add basic breathing, a short walk, or a quick check of facts instead of worst case stories. It's not magic, it's practical training. And over time, you get better at staying steady when the pressure rises.
How does positive thinking improve self confidence?
When your inner voice highlights effort and progress instead of only mistakes, you start trusting yourself more. Each small win is noticed, and negative self talk gets challenged, not obeyed. Over time, that steady, realistic optimism builds confidence because you collect evidence that you can handle things. Not perfectly, but effectively. And that reliability is what real confidence feels like.
What are some daily habits that help build a positive mindset?
Try a few simple ones. Start the day with a tiny win, like making your bed and reflecting quickly on one thing you're glad for. Move your body a bit, even stretching counts. When something goes wrong, practice a quick reframe, like, what's the useful part here? And before bed, name two things you handled okay. Do that regularly, and those small habits quietly stack up into a more default, positive, grounded mindset. Not cheerful all the time, just more resilient and self trusting.
How can gratitude help us think more positively?
Gratitude shifts attention towards what's already working, even if they're small things. By regularly noticing those things, your brain gets practice seeing possibility instead of only problems. It doesn't deny difficulties, but it balances them. So when tough moments show up, your default isn't panic, it's perspective. That makes positive thinking feel real, not forced.
What should we do when we fail or make mistakes?
First, pause. Breathe. Don't rush to judge yourself. Then ask, what exactly went wrong? And what's one thing I can learn? Treat it like feedback, not a verdict on your worth. Then pick one small, specific adjustment for next time. Mistakes are data. Use them, then let them go. That attitude keeps confidence from collapsing and makes the next attempt feel doable instead of frightening.
How can students develop a positive attitude toward learning?
Students can build a positive attitude by setting small, achievable goals, celebrating progress, and treating mistakes as information, not failures. Using encouraging self talk like, I'm still learning, helps reduce pressure. Pair that with regular reflection. What worked? What did tweak? And keep curiosity alive by asking, what's interesting about this? Instead of only, is this hard? Over time, those habits make learning feel safer, more rewarding, and honestly, more fun.
How can positive thinking improve our relationships with others?
Positive thinking makes you more patient, more willing to listen, and less reactive. So disagreements don't escalate as fast. You notice good things people do, say them out loud, and that honesty builds trust. When you assume the best intent, unless proven otherwise, connections feel lighter, more supportive. It's not pretending everything's perfect, it's choosing responses that protect, respect, and keep problem solving possible. Over time, people feel safer around that steadiness, and relationships get stronger and less drama driven.
What is the biggest benefit of developing a positive way of thinking?
The biggest benefit is resilience. You bounce back faster from setbacks because you interpret them as temporary and usable lessons instead of proof that you can't do it. That steady mindset supports confidence, calmer decisions, better relationships, and consistent follow through, which compounds over time into a life that feels more manageable and more hopeful.
Finally, what message would you like to give to everyone about the power of positive thinking?
Start small and be kind to yourself. Positive thinking isn't pretending life is easy, it's believing you can navigate it one step at a time. Celebrate tiny wins, learn from setbacks, and keep curiosity alive. If you do that, resilience grows naturally, and with it, a quieter, steady confidence. It's less about forced optimism and more about honest hope, grounded in action.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for sharing your valuable knowledge and practical advice on the power of positive thinking and how to reframe our mindset.
You're welcome. I'm glad it helped. Keep it simple, keep it doable, one step at a time.
I hope this interview encourage everyone to develop a positive attitude, believe in themselves, and face life challenges with confidence and hope. A positive mindset can open new opportunities and help us grow every day. Thank you to everyone for watching and supporting this interview. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments so more people can benefit from this discussion. Once again, I am Mubeen Teachingwala and I am a level 1 student at Rehan College and I belong to Turbat, Balochistan. Thank you for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next interview with another interesting topic. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.
Checking call status.